My name is Propaganda, and if you're watching this, you're on Rapzilla.com. Rapzilla!
So we're here at the Legacy Conference with Mr. Art Ambidextrous, aka Mr. Gospel Video Viral Poet Man. Also, not just the poet, but the MC, Propaganda.
Hey.
Thanks for taking the time to chat with us, man.
My pleasure, my honor.
So, man, let's recap, because this has been kind of a busy year.
Busy year, dude.
Busy year.
Yeah.
So we kick off the year. Kick off the year. Art Ambidextrous drops.
Ambidextrous, yeah.
Lots of critical reviews.
Yeah.
Lots of love from the album.
Man.
And then you go viral.
Yeah, dude.
The gospel video drops and it gets picked up by everybody. You see Mark Driscoll retweeting it. Everybody's retweeting it, and the thing just goes viral. What was it like seeing that kind of thing?
Man, anytime anything gets a good or bad review or goes viral, I immediately think of like the process of writing it, you know, and like what it kind of just the thinking behind that. And so seeing that particular video go viral is funny because like I didn't want to do it at first. Like I felt like the last thing we need is someone trying to make the gospel cool. I'm like, just preach it, you know? And so there was that side, and then secondly, like I was just terrified. Like I want to make sure that I'm articulating this. That's a lot to say, and it's a lot, right? It's the single most important piece of information known to man. So I don't want my absolute duty to creativity and artistry to get in the way of the most important thing ever said. And I felt like the Lord was challenging me, like, okay, if you understand it, you can do it. Do you understand it? It's like, I think so, you know? And then it was like, all right, put the pen down. So we wrote it I didn't know the way it was shot. I didn't know it was gonna be shot that amazing. You know, that guy, my man Brad over at Blister Studios, he's ridiculous, and he put together phenomenal cinematography, if you will, and graphics and stuff. So it was like, I didn't know it was gonna be that dope. So when it got viral, when it went viral, I was just like, man, praise God that they're hearing the gospel. And then secondly, like, I even think God was like concerned about my character and my like integrity and shielding me from pride, in the sense that, you know, I'm 4 records in, you know, 10, 15 years rapping. One thing that finally went viral was not a song, a music video, it was the gospel. That's what went viral, you know, and it was like, so I can't boast in anything, you know. That's what everyone heard, and I'm geeked about that.
That's dope. And since then, you've been at we've been seeing you, or anybody who checks online, you've been doing the stuff at the Dare to Share conferences. Been doing a lot of spoken word in a lot of these conferences. Are you surprised that people have been gravitating to that particular gift in those particular places?
I'm not surprised, in the sense that, like, you know, once you're exposed to it, like, because it's a beautiful art form. I am surprised that I'm the only one that they know. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm more surprised about, because there's so many amazing poets, you know. And from a business standpoint, it's like, okay, cool. I hope I stay the only one you know. You know what I'm saying? But from a genre perspective, and just from my desire just to see other artists grow and mature, like I've been mostly surprised that fools just don't know about any other artists, you know, any other poets. And it's been exciting for me to be able to like open the door to a world of other poets. Like I've got to be like the gateway for other artists, and that's been like the super most exciting thing. And it's also like the challenge to make sure that I'm still writing, you know, I'm still cutting edge, I'm still pushing myself as a writer, you know, because like, again, I feel a duty to open the door to other artists, but then any gig they get is a gig I don't get, you know what I mean? So it's like, well, I gotta make sure I'm still my pen is still sharp, you know. But it's been such an honor to like open doors for other artists, or be used to open doors, you know.
Now, speaking of opening doors for other artists, another popular artist had his platform, Lecrae,
Yeah.
and used that as an opportunity to big up what the Humble Beast crew does.
Dude.
And so Misconception comes on, everybody hears the Misconception.
Yeah. They all knew it was us.
The Cali, you hear a little bit of the Cali sound in there, a little bit, that West Coast sound, and then kicking the song off is Propaganda.
Yes, sir.
What's it been like? Has it been, is there, because you hear a lot of people, oh my gosh, Thomas's verse was out of control. You hear Lecrae, but then you hear, who was that guy at the beginning?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like, because I've always had, like, two sets of worlds of fans. I have fans that know me as a tonal rat, you know what I'm saying? They know me as just this MC. And then I have fans that have no idea about that part of my world. They just got in through gospel or through ambidextrous, so they only know poetry. You know, so it was funny to see everybody, like, figure this out. Like, wait, you can rap? You know what I mean? And it's like, well, that's where I started, you know? So it was kind of funny seeing that, and it was kind of like it was really funny from a label perspective. Is like Thomas was like, they almost crashed our server when that song came out because everybody's albums, you know, Humble Beast would give away our records, so everyone immediately went to the Humble Beast site, downloaded all our records, all of our record sales and downloads like skyrocketed that first week just from that one song. So that's been cool. Thank you, Lecrae. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, dude, it's been funny seeing people figure out like, oh wait, so you do both. You know what I mean? And that's been like real fun too. You know? Yeah, man.
So on the heels of that now,
okay,
I guess properly placed. Now we've got you. Piggybacking on that, you're on the Unashamed Tour.
I'm on the Unashamed Tour.
So you're hitting all 30 cities?
All 30 cities. Yeah.
So, now, are you rapping, doing poetry? What are you doing?
I'm doing like a combo. Like I'm a host the night. So, and as that's going on, I'll throw in like a song or poem here and there, just to kind of keep it moving. But it's definitely like I'm here to serve their label. You know what I mean? Like it's not my tour, it's their tour. I'm honored to be a part of it, and I just want to make, you know, just partner with the brothers, make sure their event is as best as I can offer. You know, and if I can squeeze a verse in, you know, let's squeeze it in. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So following that right through then, because we can go back to February, we heard you on Art Ambidextrous say the name of my album's called Excellence. That's a biblical work ethic. Yeah, it's called album. I'm already working on it.
Yeah.
I've been seeing the tweets.
I wasn't lying.
Next album is Excellent.
It's called Excellent. It's funny, like even the My Next Record poem, like the play on it was that we use it to promote ambidextrous, but if you listen and I'm talking about this one, that's why I was like, my next record will be thoroughly and consistently with all my abilities, so help me Lord. Excellent. That's really the name of this record. So it was kind of like I had already like sketched it out and thinking about where we wanted to go. And so it's recorded, it's being mixed and finessed. Looking at Braille will kill me if I say this, but we're looking at late September to have it in people's hands. Hopefully right before the Unashamed Tour, so you can grab it there.
Now, how's this album going to be different from? Is it you and Odd Thomas doing it together?
This album's produced solely by Beautiful Eulogy, so it's not just Odd Thomas. And the thing about the Ambidextrous album was like that was a pair, that was a duet. You know what I mean? So like it was like he had just as much say as I did. You know what I'm saying? Excellent is my album. You know what I mean? So it was like this is what I'm looking for. Help me out. You know what I mean? So Eulogy, like, I mean, if you heard the Satellite Kites record, the type of musicianship these guys have, it just doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know what do you call the Satellite Kites record? What do you call that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. So
progressive
they kind of
rock hip.
Yeah. Mumford and Dilla. You know what I'm saying? So like so the challenge with the Excellent album was to not make just an Ambidextrous Part 2. You know what I mean? So this record's got it's really more indicative of like what's in my iPod. So, and if y'all know me, if you ever talk to me, first of all, just how California I am, like, I mean, I have to like admit it, like I'm a hipster. I listen to Explosions in the Sky, I listen to Mumford & Sons, Seren, Gunger's like my favorite band, Incubus, like I listen to that. You know what I'm saying? Radiohead. So this record got banjos. It got a whole lot of, it's a track with no drums. It's just all guitar, and it's like just killer poetry. It's some cello stuff. That's probably the only musical feature. Oh, no. You got cello on it. The cello boxer, the guy from the
KO.
KO. He's on it. We got Joel from Ascend the Hill. He's on it. He's playing guitar and singing. It's like, it's the record I've been wanting to make for a while. So I'm geeked about it.
That's dope. When's the first single drop?
Can't tell you that.
What's the first single drop?
You know what? We haven't even it's a few, we kind of going back and forth on that. I got a song with Show Baraka called I Ain't Got an Answer, that we've been thinking about dropping that one. There's a track called Redefine Cutter. We've been thinking about dropping that one. That's the video we're working on. And trust me, it's like, trust me. So there's that Cutter one, I Ain't Got an Answer. So it's probably gonna be one of those. But like I said, like, this is the most excited I've ever been about an album. It's probably the hardest I've ever worked on a record, and I think it'll be cool.
Now, on this album, are we going to hear more poetry than rap, more rap than poetry?
You know what? You're gonna hear. Let me say this. It's probably the same amount, but it's a different type of rap and a different type of poetry, in the sense that Ambidextrous, from a rap perspective, was very, very. It was kind of street, in the sense that, like, I talked about just a lot of like Los Angeles type stuff, and like and very like moody and introspective, if you will. For Excellent, from a rap perspective, like Jugular, I'm going for it, you know what I mean? From a poetry perspective, very much more social, deal with social issues, deals with a lot of issues of racism, a lot of family stuff, community stuff, like, so it's real laser, like, coming for you, you know what I mean? And from an honest perspective, in the sense that like listen, I'm failing miserably. Like, I'm failing, you know what I mean? And that's part of like the little shtick on like Excellent. That's the whole like Instagram and stamped Excellent thing, is broken things made beautiful. Is like, the reality is that I'm broken. As much as I say we need to shoot for excellent and be excellent, I'm not, homie, you know what I mean? But God, in His infinite grace, has stamped us excellent by His work, you know what I mean? He placed the value on us. There's nothing innate that we got that makes us any better than anything else. But the price for which He's willing to pay, price for which anybody's willing to pay for anything, is what gives it value. It's what you will pay for it, you know what I'm saying? It's not the object, it's what will pay for that object. Mm-hmm. And God's willing to pay His Son for us. And that's what makes it excellent, you know what I mean? So that's kind of like, that's the thing. So I'm just unpacking that all over the place.
Dope. Any last words?
Rapzilla is so gorgeous.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, nah, man, just thank you so much to everybody who's been like just really, really caught like our Humble Beast vision, just of like, just in a weird way, elevating humility, you know what I mean? And like, you know, you guys have really supported our free to give model, and we've had people donate to us, and we just appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? And just in that we appreciate that, and we more importantly appreciate that man, you guys are elevating the gospel, and just dudes are like, they get it, you know. Rap is 1/4 of what's really happening, you know.
On that, last thing. On that, rap is 1/4 of what's really going on. There's a project that you're involved with called Axe. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Dude, the World Vision joint, right?
Yes.
The World Vision Axe thing, man, like, that was something that we started off with, as far as, it was to go along with Lent, right? So it's like, it was about where we as creatives play our role in getting our hands dirty and kind of being the hands and feet of the gospel. Like, in that, okay, let's get our message clear and correct, and now let's get to work. Bible and bread, you know what I mean? But how do you do that as an artist, you know what I mean? So like, it was really cool being able to articulate some of like the thinking behind what we do, and being able to like really talk to like young MCs, young poets, and be like, hey, listen, dude, the reality is at some point you're gonna have to make a decision. What's more important to you? Like, and know that your platform you have been given is to exalt the Father, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of know that. But having said that, you better earn that platform, you know what I'm saying? So like, you be the best, I mean, if you're gonna be like a chef, you better have the best sandwiches in this city, you know what I'm saying? And that's the platform. That's how you got the right to sit at the table. So your activism as a creative or as an artist, whatever that is you're given that right to the degree for which you can display this beauty. You could do this creative artwork at a level that far surpasses your counterparts, you know what I'm saying? But you're given that platform not for you, but for the sake of making him famous. So like, just the World Vision Acts was really about that, and how that plays out in the community you're in third world countries and all over the world. Like, how do you think using your art as activism? So that's kind of what that was about, and it was dope to be a part of it, man. It was really dope. I'm surprised they asked me, to be honest.
Me too. It was dope to see you on there.
Yeah, man.
So, where can people check you out at?
Homie, HumbleBeast.com. Always get every record we made for absolutely free. It's also on iTunes, as you know. Hit me at Prop Hip Hop on Twitter. On Instagram is also Prop Hip Hop. Facebook /propaganda.
On the Artist Not the Canvas t-shirts available yet?
Artist on the Canvas t-shirts are available. They're better print now. American Apparel. So they're better print. We got more Humble Rappers tanks. We got excellent shirts coming. I'm gonna do this for you. And you can be you don't have to be ashamed of your little pea shooters, you know what I'm saying? It's hot out here. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Show the little deuces. Yeah, man. But yeah, dude, everything's there, man. Rapzilla.com